I knew I had been put on a path because I love sports medicine, I love athletics. I went to a private school that focused on academics and athletics, and I love my medicine. And then all of a sudden my dad got transferred and we went to Dallas, and I went to W.T. White High School. Then when I graduated in 1971, I went to North Texas State University and began playing volleyball with them. And on my second year at playing volleyball, I needed to see the athletic trainer, and they weren't sending athletic trainers with the women's teams at all. And so the head trainer asked me, he said, "Donna, are you interested in becoming a licensed athletic trainer?" And I'm like, that's sports and that's medicine together, and that's my path that came back to me again in college, and it just carried on. Well, there was a lot of severe injuries, especially during football, and I love the emergent part of it. I thought at one time about going into physical therapy. I'm like, I love the emergent part. So I like to run, I wanted to be the first one, I want to help someone. But it's so rewarding. It's just, when you heal somebody, it's just the best thing that you could ever do. It's time to get a job now that you're through with college, so I went to Dallas ISD and applied, and fortunately they wanted to give females a chance. And then the head athletic trainer, his name was Eddie Lane, and he told me at that point I was the first female, I think full-time at the secondary level are the two key words in the United States. And I was like, really, okay, I'm still just loving what I do. I stayed at Lowe Stadium, my office was there, and I did rehab. I went to work at 1, and I did rehab till 5, and then covered whatever games happened there. There was volleyball inside, basketball, soccer outside, football outside, baseball. I loved it. I finally had still on my path, and I was at a big school district, and I'm working with every sport possible, and it just meant the world to me. I don't have a regret one. For 30 years with Dallas ISD, not one. Well, I've done my 30 years and traffic was getting really bad, so I said, I'm gonna go ahead and retire. And then I did, and I'm like, I miss this. So I went and met with Texas Health Sports Medicine, contracted with them, which led me up to North Central Texas College in Gainesville. And so I was their athletic trainer for another 14 years. I was shocked. It's been a while since I retired. Corey Eaton, who took my place at Lowe's Field, he called me, and he was with Todd and said, "Hey Don, we'd like to have you inducted into the Hall of Fame." And I was speechless. I'm like, yes sir, what an honor. It's overwhelming, but I love it, and I'm so grateful that this is going to happen in my lifetime.